Welcome to Learning English with Captain Binoy Varagal, Assistant Professor, Department of English, St. Joseph's College, Devgiri, Calicut, Kerala, India. We learn the English grammar and usage. This is the course book that is prescribed for the third semester BA English main students of the University of Calicut. This is in fact the second lecture of the lecture series on the discussion of this particular course book. In the previous lecture, we saw the important concepts of grammar. And today we look at section 1 of the course book. And section 1 of the course book is titled Form, Class and Function Words. And in this lecture, we are going to look at the definition of form, class and function words. And we are also going to look at two or three important terms related to grammar. And thereafter, we are just going to look at the different characteristics of the form, class words. Form class words have certain features. We are just discussing all the important features of form class words as well as the important features of the function words. And after that, we will be looking at the practice exercises in the course book. Hence, this lecture is going to be very important for the English students. Let us understand what we mean by form, class words and function words. We know that the English language is, of course, having thousands of vocabulary items. All these thousands of vocabulary items of the English language are broadly divided into two groups like form, class and function words. Under form class, we have four types of vocabulary items. Those vocabulary items which are nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs can be called form class words. And all the other vocabulary items which are articles, demonstratives, prepositions, conjunctions, auxiliaries, pronouns, interjections and determiners can be in the second group called function words. Okay, so we have an idea of form class words right now. So too, we have an idea of function words. Now we have to familiarize ourselves with three important basic notions of grammar, which are form, function and meaning. Okay, so all these vocabulary items like the form class words and the function words function differently in different sentences. They have different appearances in different sentences. And it is based on the function a vocabulary item discharges or is discharging, we get meaning. And we have to understand the three basic notions like form. What is form? Form refers to the outer shape of or the visible relationship between words or group of words. Alright, it's nothing. Form refers to, of course, how the words of a sentence appear or look like. Alright, when we look into or we look at a sentence, we understand that each word is connected to the next by a particular pattern. And we say that John sings a song. John sings a song. John is the subject. Sings is the verb. A song is the object. And we say that John is a noun, a proper noun. Sings is the verb. It is a verb in the present time, present tense. And a song is the object. Alright, and we get what is called meaning from the very specific form. John sings a song. So we are familiar with what we call form. Form is nothing but the very appearance or the outer shape of a group of words in a sentence. Alright, now we come to the second concept, basic concept in grammar, that is label. Alright, we have to understand what label is. And we know that we have, of course, a number of vocabulary items like noun, adverb, adjective, etc. And we call these vocabulary items with certain name. And these names like nouns, adjectives, adverbs, determiners, articles, pronouns, preposition, conjunction, interjunction, all these are what we call label. Alright, so label refers to the very category or the very name or rather very group or the very particular group or type of word, right? That's it, right? We say a noun, a pronoun, etc. So label refers to what in fact a particular vocabulary item is. Verb, adverb, adjective, noun, pronoun, alright. That is label. And now we have to, of course, a concept called function. Function. Alright. Function refers to what is the duty of, what is the function of a vocabulary item in a sentence. Look at the sentence, John sings a song. John is a noun. A song. Song is also a noun. But these vocabulary items, John, a noun, song, another noun, are functioning differently. And we can say that John is the subject of the sentence, John sings a song. But a song is the object, that is also a noun, but that is the object. So based on that, we can say that we have what is called functional labels as well. Alright, so now we have to understand label. Label on one side refers to the very basic type of the word, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, etc. Functional label refers to the kind of term or the kind of grammatic term we attribute to a peculiar verb on the duty that word is discharging. Alright, we call noun, verb, object, subject, verb, object, etc. So functional label refers to the name, the term, the grammatical term we give to a word in a sentence based on its function. So we are right now familiar with the three important basic notions of grammar. That is, number one, form. Number two, label. Number three, functional label. Okay, so we know form refers to the appearance of a word or a group of words in a sentence. And formal label refers to, of course, right, the terms of the vocabulary items, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, etc. Functional label refers to, of course, the kind of name, a verb or a word. All these words get based on the function they discharge. Subject, object, verb, alright, likewise, adverb, etc. Now we are just going to learn more about form classes and function words. Form classes have in fact 5 important features. Let us look at the important features of form classes. Alright, form class words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, etc. The first feature of form classes, they have reasonably clear lexical meaning. Form class words have very clear lexical meaning. That is, of course, dictionary meaning. Okay, and noun, when we say man, umbrella, tree, apple. Alright, we get a meaning. So first aspect of exam point of view, this is very important for us. We have to write a short paragraph on form classes. What are the features of form classes? And we have to say that form classes, feature number 1, they have reasonably clear lexical meaning. Nouns, animal, hill, church, bridge, we get a meaning. Verbs again have a clear lexical meaning. Kick, roll, drive, paint, welcome, invite, lexical meaning we get. Then adjectives, intelligent, beautiful flower, intelligent boy, smart girl. Alright, we get a clear lexical meaning from form classes. Adverbs, quickly, he runs quickly, he writes legibly, quickly, legibly, we get a very clear lexical meaning. So feature 1 of form classes, they have reasonably clear lexical meaning. Number 2, second feature of form classes, new words are added to the form class. Hence we can say form classes are open set. Look at the English language or look at any language, new words are added day by day. We have many Indian words becoming English, many Tamil words becoming English, Malayalam words becoming English, Hindi words becoming English. Similarly, Japanese words, Greek words, alright, Sri Lankan words, right, Sinhala words from many languages of the world become English, like yoga, Raja, Rani, Avatar, alright. And we say that form class words, they are open set. Open set in the meaning, open set means the number of vocabulary items in form class go increasing day by day. Today we have 140 plus vocabulary items in English language. Next day it is going, it is becoming maybe, right, it increases by another 500 or 1000 vocabulary. Day by day, through spoken expressions, written, a lot of people writing in English, alright, and they are introducing new words, medical terminologies, scientific terminologies, all these become part of the English language. So, form classes are open set. What does it mean? Words, new words can be added to form class. Now we look at the third aspect of form classes. Form classes have each a complete set of inflected forms. Form classes can have inflected forms, like we say boy, boys, boy apostrophe s, John, Johns. Okay. Similarly, we can also say go, goes, going, gone. Okay. Similarly, we say high, higher, highest, smart, smarter, smartest, jump, jumped, jumped. So inflection can be added to, or form class words can have inflections, right? Like tense, right? Past tense inflections, present tense singular inflection, right? So this is the third aspect of the form classes. These words can have inflections or inflected forms. Now we look at the fourth aspect of the form classes. Say they can form minimum free utterance, right? form class can form minimum free utterances. Say for example, we can just say come, come here. So with a minimum number of form classes, we can make sentences. Go, come, bring, shut the door. All right, so we can this is the third aspect of form classes. Form classes can form minimum free utterances. All right, now we come to the fifth characteristic of form classes. That is, of course, the last important aspect of the form classes. That is, translation is possible for individual items. Okay, all this we can translate. Form classes can be translated. Beautiful, we can translate into any language. Similarly, okay, yeah, nouns again, right? We say man, we have another word for man in English. We have, of course, right, all right, we say human being, right? Similarly, of course, right, we have man in English, and we have, of course, another word for man in Hindi. We have another word for man in, of course, right, Japanese. We have another word for man in, of course, right. Okay, so similarly, translation is possible for the form classes, right? Okay, no matter whether it is a noun, verb, or adjective, or adverb, translation is possible. So these are the 5 important aspects of form classes. Number 1, I'm repeating once again, they have reasonably clear lexical meaning. Number 2, new words are added to the form classes and they are open set. Number 3, they can have inflected forms. Number 4, they can form minimum free utterance. Number 5, translation is possible for individual items of form classes. So these are the important features of form classes. Very important for examination. Exam point of view, you will have to define what are form classes, what are function words, what are the characteristics of form classes. Very important. Form classes have 5 characteristics. Now we move on to the second section, in which we are discussing the characteristics of function words. What are the characteristics of function words? We know that function words are articles, demonstratives, prepositions, conjunctions, auxiliaries, pronouns, interjunctions, and determiners. So what are the characteristics of function words? First category, first characteristics or first aspect of the function words, they do not have lexical meaning. Okay, articles, a, and, the, we do not get any complete meaning like beautiful. No lexical meaning. This is the first important aspect of function words. They do not have lexical clear meaning. Whether it is a demonstrative, that, this, preposition, on, in, we don't get a clear lexical meaning. Alright, auxiliaries again, is, are, was, were, would, could, may, might, we don't get a clear meaning. So the first feature of function words is they do not have lexical meaning. Now we are looking at the second feature of the function words. They are a closed set. They are a closed set. Why do we say that they are closed set? Because the articles, they are just 3, a and the. Determiners, again, right. Demonstratives, right. This, these, those, they don't increase. Prepositions again do not increase. In, on, of, through, between, among, under, beneath. Alright. There is a limit for the number of prepositions. There is a limit for the number of auxiliaries. There is a limit for conjunctions. There is a limit for pronouns. It doesn't increase. This is the second aspect of function words. They are a closed set. But form classes, they are open set. Vocabulary items increase. Here they won't or do not increase. Or articles, just 3. Similarly, all the category like preposition, like auxiliary verb, it is in increase. Hence we say that the second aspect of function words is closed set. It is in increase, the number. Now the third characteristic of the function words, they do not take inflectional or derivational affixes. Alright, function words have inflections like drive, drives, driven, driving, but we don't have, right? We don't say amming or was. We don't say anything, right? Okay, so no inflection is attached to, suffix to, or prefix to any of these function words. That is the third characteristic of the function words. They do not take inflections or derivational affixes, prefix or suffix. Now we look at the fourth characteristic of the function words. Function words cannot be used to make full sentences. Say for example, no full sentence is possible. They cannot form a full sentence by themselves, right? So we cannot make a sentence with articles and prepositions and conjunctions alone. A, on, and, both, no sentence. We don't get a sentence, right? So we cannot make complete sentences with function words. That is the fourth aspect of function words. Now we come to the fifth aspect, that is the final, last aspect of function words. Translation is difficult with function words. We cannot translate these function words, right? We cannot go for a clear lexical meaning in the translation of the function words, whereas form classes we can translate. So these are the important 5 characteristics of function words. I'm just concluding one by one. They do not have lexical meaning. They are a closed set. They do not have inflections, derivational prefixes or suffixes. No full sentences possible with only function words. Translation is difficult in the case of function words. Now we just move forward, and of course we come to the 14, 15 and 16 pages of the course book, that is English grammar and usage. In these pages 14, 15 and 16, we have the definition of each of these terms, and we are familiar with all that. We know what a noun is. Noun is the name of a person, place, thing or an idea. And of course we have proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns and abstract nouns. So we have a very detailed definition and description of the terms, all these terms in the course book pages 14, 15 and 16, and we have to learn that. So we know a noun, we know what verbs are. Verb is a word that shows the time of an action, or it is a word that shows the time of a state of being. I am fine. I will be old after 40 years. I was very young. Alright. I am writing. Now adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. Alex is an intelligent boy. Intelligent is adjective. Adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify verbs. She sings sweetly. Sweetly is adverb. Similarly, we have articles. You know, a and the are articles. Demonstratives are, of course, words used to, of course, demonstrate this, these, that, those. And prepositions, words like in, on, at, under. The river flows through. Alright, the middle of the city. Okay, the pen is on the table. Conjunctions are like and, both and. Me and my sister are learning Spanish, and. Both Alex and John are watching the film, both and. Auxiliaries, primary auxiliaries, model auxiliaries. Am, is, are, was, were, been, being, can, could, may, might, shall. Auxiliaries. Pronouns, First person pronoun I, we. Second person you, singular plural. Third person he, she, it, they, them. We are sure about that. And interjections, we have interjections are small words that show some strong emotion. Hurrah, we won the match. Alas, he passed away. Hey, what a wonderful match. Oh, you have come. So these words, small words of strong emotions, are interjections. And determiners, of course, we have determiners, a number of small words like either or okay, and like maybe all these small grammatical words can be determiners like both and or etc. And now we just come to page number 16. All right, in page number 16 we have practice exercises. Practice exercises. And here, of course, we are asked to do certain things. And first is, of course, write short notes on form classes. What are form classes? We studied form class. And we know that form class are terms to refer to a peculiar type of vocabulary items. They are nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs. And we know the characteristics of form class, 5 characteristics. Okay, with that we have the answer to the question. Short notes on form class. Next is, of course, write short note on function words. And we come to the next question, that is, how do we differentiate for formal labels and functional labels? Formal labels are labels based on the appearance of the vocabulary items. We say John is a proper noun. We say car is a common noun. Car is a noun. Okay. Drive is a verb. Alright. That is it. So the formal labels are labels based on, labeling terms based on the appearances, of course, formal labels. Formal labels are labels given to vocabulary items on the basis of the visibility or the appearance, right? And functional labels are based on the function the vocabulary items discharge, like subject, object, verb, complement, etc. Next question is, write original sentences and short text for each of the following concepts. So we are given 7 concepts, and for these 7 concepts we have to give definition and example. Noun, we know what a noun is. We have to give example for a noun. So we will be just giving the answer like, noun is a word which is a name for a person, place, thing or an idea. Example, animal, Alex, car, tree. That will be enough. We just define, noun is a word that is the name of a person, place or a thing or an idea. Next, pronoun. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word which can replace a noun. We have 3 personal pronouns. They are first person pronoun, second person pronoun, third person pronoun. And we say, I am Alex. I live in Mumbai. I is first person pronoun. He, she, it, they, them, their. All that is, of course, example for personal pronoun. Then verb. Verb is a word that shows the time of an action, or it is a word that shows the time of a state of being. Example, John plays football. Plays is verb. Next concept, adjective. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. Handsome is an adjective. Alex is handsome. Tall, another adjective. My brother is very tall. Now we have preposition. Prepositions are words like in, on, of, from, small words that help us to indicate the different aspects of objects, Say for example, we say that the book is on the table, the pen is in the box. Alright, so then adverb. Adverbs are words that define or modify or describe verbs. He writes neatly. She sings sweetly. He runs fast. Okay, all these words we have neatly, sweetly, fast. They are all adverbs. Now we have conjunction. What are conjunctions? Conjunctions are words that connect nouns or different other words. Like we say, John and Alex are brothers, right? John and Alex. Okay, so conjunctions are connective words like and, both and, either or, yet, etc. And now with this we can just come to the end of the lecture. In this lecture we studied different terms from grammar. We studied about form class words. We studied about function words. We know what we mean by form, function and meaning. We also know what formal labels are and functional labels are, and we also studied the 5 characteristics of form classes. We also studied the 5 characteristics of function words, and we have of course looked at examples for each of the different concepts under form class as well as function words. And now of course we have to end everything, and dear students, please go through the text and acquaint yourself with each of the concepts there. Acquaint yourself just with the sentences and work out and ensure that you can describe and speak about each and every word in a sentence, each and every sentence in a paragraph. This way you will improve your English day by day, and you will have a wonderful future, because slowly you shall have a very good command over the great English language. May God bless you.